welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a food haul and it's for my large family of 7. I went to Tesco's and a little bit of Home Bargains as well. In total it came to £117 and I'm going to share with you our meal plan for the week, for our dinners and also for our lunches. So let's get cracking and see what all I picked up. Okay, so the meal plan for the week I will just go through first of all. So starting with today, which is Tuesday, we're eating together but we're having separate dinners. So myself and Alistair, we're having ribs and barbecue coleslaw. It's actually a cheat one. I'm not bothering doing my own barbecue sauce or anything. So easy because I'm cooking 2 teas. And for the kids, tuna pasta bake, and I just absolutely detest tuna. So it's a great one that they can have, and I don't even really like cooking it, to be honest, but they really enjoy it, so they can have that tea. Then tomorrow we're all going to have Moroccan meatball tagine with couscous. I'm sure I've probably done this on a meals of the week before, but basically it's just got lots of vegetables as the basis. You've got your celery, courgettes, raisins, done really nice and slowly, and then the couscous for the nice juices. Then Thursday night it's going to be tomato based dish, chicken ratatouille and cubed potatoes. Friday, Alistair's cooking, so I will get the fish fresh on the day. Either we'll do cod goujons or scampi. I make the mushy peas and then he can make the homemade chips as well. And then on to Saturday, I know we've got lunch out, so I've put an asterisk here. I've got all the ingredients in, but it's no drama if I can't manage to cook it or whatever, so I can make it for lunch instead. Beetroot soup and cumin spiced chickpeas, and I'm going to make a wheaten bread as well. Sunday, roast chicken with creamy leeks, and I want to keep obviously the carcass, make the stock as well. Salsa verde, make 2 batches of that. And then for sides, it'll just be whatever potatoes they want, roast potatoes and carrots probably. And you never see potatoes in my meal plans because I buy them in a sack every other month, like in a huge sack basically, and they're kept in my utility. Then Monday has to be really easy on Monday. Pork chops, mash and beans, so not really cooking too much there. And then you always want to see the lunches, so I'll give you a kind of rundown and then it'll just be a bit more clear when you see the kind of shopping that I got. So for lunch, with one of the whole chickens, I'll do a peri-peri rub or Cajun rub or something like that, keeping deboning it and everything, and using it for wraps and pita breads and salads. So that will do our lunch one day and the children, and there'll still be shredded chicken left over. The beetroot soup, I will either double batch it, or if not, that will just be done for lunches. I've got some muffins in, so I'll do like a bacon McMuffin, egg McMuffin type thing. Shredded chicken salad with, I would like to do walnut and courgettes. It's really nice. I haven't had that in ages, so I've got my courgettes and I've got some walnuts in the cupboard if I get a chance. If not, just a basic chicken salad. Pasta, and I'll keep it cold for the kids' lunch boxes as well. So I've got peppers, tomatoes, basil, so just that kind of thing, a simple tomato pasta. Ham and cheese croissants for the children, and then I call it Ballymaloe bagel, and you'll see when I explained what I put into this, but basically it's kale, egg, sausage, bacon, and if you're familiar with Avoca in Ireland, you'll know they have this all the time. So that is probably what we'll have for most of our lunches as well. So let's get cracking and I'll show you what all I picked up. So everything is separated the way I normally do. In total it came to £117, and I've been mainly, it is Tesco's, a little bit of Home Bargains which I'll show you at the end, and then just for my normal tray of chicken from the Asian supermarket, which is £17.50. You'll have seen before, I get this every other week, and then I separate, I get 4 bags of 3 chicken breasts. Now they're big double ones, so that normally does me a main meal. And then I get 3 bags of 2 breasts, and that is usually for like a lunch or a salad or something like that later. So I just separate those up. So I just did that, and they're going to go in the freezer. So you'll see that is like 2 weeks worth of chicken, just chicken fillets. But then in Tesco's I got the 3 for £10 deal. So I've got my 2 chickens here. One will be for the lunches like I said. The other will be for the Sunday roast chicken, and that will be all broken down. There may be a few leftovers which I can get a soup or something out of as well. Pork chops for the easy, just pork chops, beans and mash kind of dinner, or if I want to do a pork stir fry. For the meatballs, we've got our 750 grams of the steak mince, 5% fat. Just a packet of bacon for the lunches. Then I haven't tried these frozen before. These are the boneless chicken thighs, and I believe they were only something like £2.50. And that's just to have them in the freezer, really handy for if I'm doing a curry or a pie or something like that. I do always like to just get them boneless. It just takes the hassle out of them for all the extra cost is. And then meat, the only kind of pre-done meat, so I'm not bothering cooking a ham and shredding it or anything this week. 2 for £3 in the sliced ham for lunches for the children. And then these pepperami, they do like pepperami, don't let them have it often, but these were half price, £1.25 for the little minis. I always prefer to at least get the minis and pop them into a lunchbox opposed to the really big ones. I've got my celery, leeks for the creamy leeks on the Sunday roast, some courgettes, I'll probably need a few more of those, aubergine, then some beetroot. This doesn't look like that much beetroot for the soup, but actually it's very, very pungent and that will be grand. Some curly kale and just regular brown onions and red onions. Then I've got some cherry tomatoes and some tomatoes on the vine. These mainly for salads, and then this is for the ratatouille. In the plum tomatoes. Then this is actually very handy because the coleslaw I'm making is just for myself and Alistair. I couldn't find a red cabbage, and then I seen this and I thought, do you know what, this saves me the hassle. I think it was roughly £1, so crunchy coleslaw mix. And the good thing about it is you get your carrot, your cabbage, your red onion all sliced in it, but they have a little mayonnaise pouch that you can just take away. So if you want to make your own sauce or vinaigrette, this is perfect, and it was under £1. Then just some baby leaf salad. I'll need a few more bags of those, or I'll get an iceberg lettuce during the week as well, fresher. And then herbs. I don't need rosemary this week, but this was reduced, so it was down to 35p. I will pop that into the freezer. And then my basil, I will make a nice tomato based sauce for pasta this week for lunches, and it was reduced as well down to 62p, and I will need that in a few dishes I'm making anyway. And just along the back, the usual kind of fizzy water that I get in Tesco. So we've got the elderflower, it's probably my favourite, and it's 3 for £1, so I've got 6 there. Then wipes, they are about I think £5.60, and that's the box of 12. Then I think this was on offer. It's the Special K Kellogg's, and that is mainly for me for breakfast, but we've got our usual kind of porridge oats in. And then this is the 100 wash Persil non-bio, and that is £9. So I usually do about 3-4 washes a day, so this is perfect. That does me the month, so it's on for £9 at the minute. Then just fruit and dairy. I have got some strawberries. I believe they were £2 for that size, which is quite good. And then I've got some rhubarb. So I was thinking of doing a strawberry and rhubarb crumble, but I think I'm not going to bother. We're just gonna eat the strawberries, and I will just stew down the rhubarb and top that on top of like plain yogurt. That is lovely. So either or, but this is just 2 days of fruit. That's all that will do us really, so I just always top up every other day. 2 of the little easy peelers in the mandarin oranges, 2 for £2.50 I think. 3 bags of the 6 apples, and I just go for the cheapest ones there for the lunch boxes. Thank goodness I do have some other bananas in the house, because look how green these are, but they will be fine in a few days. And then I've got some grapes here, just the red grapes, and I think they're £1.50 currently. A ready ripe mango, and then just a few lemons and a lime for some other dishes. Then dairy wise, I've got quite a few yogurts already, but I just like these wee ones for the packed lunches, and that's the strawberry yogurt drinks. They're only about £1.20. Golden Cow, that was on offer for spread. And then 2 litres of milk, that's a whole milk, and I need one of those every single day. And then a little bit of cream, so if I'm doing soups for toppings, for maybe some pasta dishes, creamy leeks, that kind of thing. Some natural yogurt. Then 2 for £3, the mild cheddar slices for the children's lunches. And then some cheese in the blocks, and I just went for whatever was cheapest or on offer there in the medium cheddar. And that's mainly for toppings like the pasta bake, things like that. But this will last us longer, I would say, than the week, because we're not really making anything too cheesy this week. And then we have got 12 Northern Irish medium free range eggs as well. And then the rest is just really bread, savoury items, any condiments that we needed. And then this section is home bargains. So I've just grouped it together so that you can see if you want to go shopping there. And just while I've been packing everything away, it's got really dull, so hopefully you can still pick up and everything. So bread wise, I got some croissants. That is the pack of 4 and I think they're 90p. I think it's better value to get the pack of 8, but I don't need croissants hanging about this house or I'll just eat them. So they're for the kids' lunches. Then corn tortilla wraps. These ones are quite good. They're a medium size, again for lunches or if you're doing tortillas and things like that. These Mexican folded flatbreads, and you get a pack of 4 of these. They're under £1 again, and I just give them a light little heat in the oven, slice them open and fill them up for the kids' lunches as well. Then bagels, I went for the sesame seed. They're down to £1 at the minute, and that is generally my favourite brand, but I do get the ones in Lidl as well, which are quite good. Muffins, the Irwin's muffins, they'll be for breakfast with like poached egg, scrambled egg, and then I'm going to do for lunch a McMuffin. Then some little condiments, I needed some tomato ketchup, so I went for the no added sugar and salt. Then honey can be so expensive, but generally if I'm cooking or making like a salad dressing, vinaigrette, that kind of thing, Tesco clear honey is grand, so that is what I went for, and it's usually about £2. The Pyrenees is on offer. You've heard me bang on about it so much, but it is £1.25. That is the mild that I normally go for, but you can also go for a hot version. I seen the Bullseye barbecue sauce was down to £1 instead of £2.50, so I picked that up and I'm going to use that as part of a mix for my coleslaw and my ribs tonight. And then this stuff is to die for. So if you're familiar, Ballymaloe Cookery School and coffee shop in Ireland is really, really famous, and so is their Ballymaloe relish. I used to make the recipe from scratch until I found out about 3 years ago that you could get this. But basically, you do your bagel like they do in Avoca coffee shops with your crispy kale, and I went for sesame bagel. I usually do it with bacon and a nice poached egg, and then you just add a little bit of this relish. But you can use it in all different things. It's lovely with ham as well. So I've got a jar of that, and usually that doesn't last very long. Then Metcalfe's corn chips, sizzling barbecue and sour cream and chive. I haven't tried these ones before, but I do love the Metcalfe's popcorn. So they were just £1 on offer. I thought I'd give them a go. And then these are the Tesco chocolate salted caramel rice cakes. I love these, and they're 85 calories per rice cake. They do them in the chocolate orange and a couple other variations as well, but they're just nice with a wee cup of tea. Then we've got all the home bargains bits and pieces here. So all their Hellmann's mayo and burger relish and things like that were on offer for £1. So I just got some of their basic mayo that I needed. Then they're quite small now, so they're not as big as the Tesco ones. These are I think they're about 390 grams. So they're the chopped tomatoes, so almost like a passata there, and that is for £4 just at the minute, which is really good for that brand. So I picked them up in there instead of Tesco's. Then all of the crisps. So this is about 2 weeks of snacks for the kids and things. So their crisps are really good offer at the minute. They were 79p just for 6 crisps, and then they had the wheat crunchies. And then this is a cereal. I haven't tried this one before. Honey Munster, nothing scary in there, so there's no additives, and they're wheat puffs, and they're quite low compared to most cereals, so I thought I'd give that a bash. And then some cheesy Transformers. I think they were like 59p. These for lunches. These are lovely. The Cathedral City baked bites, really nice and cheesy if you like that kind of thing, and they were £1. I think they're on offer for £1 in Tesco's at the minute as well. If you watch my packed lunch videos, you'll have seen I always use these little mini toasts, and they're only 45p in home bargains. Then some yogurt covered flakes, pack of 5 for £1. These are for the kids, like if we go to the cinema or something. 11 mini bags, and they're 99p, and they do all this range, all the different kind of mini bags, so they're good if you're doing parties and things like that. Then the Naked orange flavoured infused raisins. I haven't tried those ones before for the children, so they were only 20p each, or either for £4. So I just picked up 1 each for them for their lunch boxes to give a go. And then finally, just these. I've opened them up to let you see. They were, I think they were £1.20, and it's a pack of 8 LOL Surprise mini cakes. And I thought for the lunch boxes, the boys will love those as well. Obviously not Dylan, but the 2 youngest boys and Lola. And I might do an LOL themed lunch or something like that. So I don't know how healthy they are, but that'll be like the Friday treat kind of thing for. So that is everything that I picked up. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and seeing the meal plan as well. Let me know what videos you'd like to see out of it. If you'd like to see the normal meal meals of the week or what I ate in a day or kids lunchbox type video as well. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and you're not already, do make sure to hit subscribe. Bye!